Okay, so I thought I'd do a little extra reading for Aries, as I'm an Aries myself, and there's loads of things that are going to be happening, and I don't see much happening. I mean, the whole of YouTube is buzzing about all of these soulmate meetings and all of that for Aries. Has anybody actually had that? So if you haven't, let's just see what's going on with the cosmos and see what the tarots have to say. Now, I'm going to ask you, tarots, please help us Iranians get some truth of the matter. What is going on in our love life for August 2019? Okay, so I'm going to split them into piles of 3. I have been shuffling them. And then I'm going to, and how I do a real, a more in-depth reading is I use what's called a sundial. Obviously it's a little bit squashed. Oh, a little bit wax. Okay, like that. And centre card. And double centre card. Okay. So this is how I like to do a reading anyway. This is how I would do a personal reading, which I do. If you inbox me, you can arrange that. Where I'm a seer, second sighted, this just helps. This is a different way of doing a reading because it works better for me. Okay, so this is for Aries. Let's find out what's really going on. Okay, so 7 of Cups, Sun reversed, Five of Wands, the Empress, 10 of Cups reversed, Ace of Swords reversed, 5 of Pentacles reversed, 2 of Cups. There it is, the soulmate card. The Knight of Swords, 4 of Cups, 2 of Wands, the Chariot, the Fool, and the Magician. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so Aries, the first half of this spread is telling me that, as I know, we're really not happy with things that are happening at the moment, and we're quite discontent in our lives. And this is because we're too busy waiting for this big change, something that's going to take a little bit longer than planned. It's almost like we're so busy focusing on it that we're actually missing an opportunity when it arises. There's going to be an event as well. The sun upside down could mean there could be some type of fire that happens, or there's going to be an event, nothing too major, but it's going to set the wheels in motion for us to feel very, very down in our lives, and us to question a lot of things, a lot of things in the spiritual world as well as in reality. I do believe that this is literally a karma lesson that we need to learn. There's something that we've got to learn before we can carry on moving forward. Okay, and once we have learned this karmatic lesson, which we need to learn to realize this, our soulmates. So the key to us finding our soulmates is literally within the lesson that that life wants us to bring. And this is all part of a destiny's plan, almost. Like, really sorry, I got wax on this card, I can't believe that. So basically, that for us to even acknowledge who our soulmate is, or even for them to come into our lives, we've got to learn this karma lesson that's been sent to us. There's something that we've all got to learn from destiny and from fate, and they're going to keep us delayed with meeting our soulmates until we actually find them. These cards are indicating that because we think something great, you know, we might be thinking in our head that something's coming along bigger than what it is, and actually it's quite a simple, you know, it could be even the person, you know, that we least expect, and we're expecting it to be someone else, and we shouldn't be disheartened, and we shouldn't be thinking, oh no, that's not our soulmate, it's somebody else, because it could be anybody. Okay, so if we're thinking that it's somebody in particular, we need to stop thinking that it's somebody in particular and be open to all the options, because they are literally waiting around the corner. But at the moment, we need to really focus on this lesson that we've been sent to learn. Both cards on the inner circle are saying about how we've got this big change coming, but it's being delayed almost because we still haven't learned what the lessons that we've been sent to learn. So as a whole, Aries, there's something that we've all individually got to learn in life for our soulmate to come and show themselves to us. So it's something that we've done. Maybe there's something that we've done to this person, something that we've hurt them in some way, and we've got to acknowledge that, and we've got to actually learn from that, and we've got to apologize for that. Or they've hurt us, and we've got to learn from what they've done to us, and get over it almost. There's going to be we're going to be put on a delay meeting our soulmate until this lesson has been learned, and we need to learn to understand that like the grass isn't greener on the other side. This is it. Okay, this is how it works. This is what we've got. Okay, so if you're thinking that it's some buff ex that you had, or some gorgeous ex, and you know what I mean, and it turns out to be another ex, then it's not going to be like that, and it's going to be the person that you least expect. I'm going to ask my psyches for some help on this. I've got two sets of psyches mixed together, and the cards are so huge. The whole pack is gigantic, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually split this into 3. 1, 2 and 3, and I'm going to go movement, choices and decisions, flow, believe and succeed, passion enlightened, throat chakra, and fertility. Okay, so we've got some big decisions as well. Okay, so the psyche cards are saying that we've got to make these decisions to move forward. We've got to learn these lessons as well, and we've got to believe in ourselves, and we've got to go with it. Okay, but we've got to listen to our own selves, and the new beginnings are coming, and spiritually we are growing, even though we might not acknowledge it. But things are happening in a big way for us, but we're kind of like on pause at the moment because we're so set in one mind frame, and that's why we're constantly going to YouTube looking for, you know, what's going on, and they're all saying the same things. I've watched over 100 videos and they're saying the same things, yet nothing seems to be happening. That is because we are, as a whole, on a delay of this all happening, because we need to learn our lessons. We need to start believing in ourselves, and we need to also start listening to ourselves, and for this new coming about to happen. Comfort, awaiting results. It's going to clarify me now. And embrace. So yet again, we've got to listen to our inner selves. We know deep down inside the lesson that we need to learn. We know what these cards are saying. Every single one of us do. We just don't want to admit it, and that's why embrace has come up, because it's telling us to admit it. Temptation, find a balance, and hope. Yet again, it's easy to turn our back on things, but we've actually got to find, we've got to basically balance things out, and we've got to work things out within our lives. We've got to work out how things are going around, and keep hope and keep faith and keep on believing that this is going to happen, because it is going to happen. But we've got to learn this karma situation first. We've got to learn what destiny and fate need us to learn before we get our reward, and we've got to wait, and we've got to believe in it, and we've just got to embrace this thing that we don't really want to admit to. Okay, so I hope that helps some Aries. So if you already know the thing that you've got to admit it, embrace it, get over it. If you don't, then I would suggest meditating and trying to work out how you can fix this and how you can learn from it for your soulmate to come along.